So heifers are home now. We're sort of waiting to get the last lot of collars for them. Some of them have got collars on, some of them haven't. The rest of the collars should arrive today or tomorrow, I'd say. So I always kind of enjoy this time because you get to meet the new heifers, see if the bulls you've used have worked, see if they've got the traits of their mums and improve them with the traits of their dads. Yeah, they're a little bit smaller than I like, but that's a management issue that we always have, and it's always a source of arguments on our farm. I'd like them a lot heavier and a lot bigger than this. I think pretty much our first year in the herd they spend catching up and growing, which to me doesn't make sense, but anyway, I don't control that part of it. Quite cool seeing some of the charmers start to come through. I'm pretty sure she'll be a charmer, I haven't really looked yet, and that's what I do over the time of spring. In the calving mob I slowly start to know who everyone is. So I haven't seen them for a year or so because they've been at the other farm. Pretty little girls with some white on them. Lots of nice ginger girls as well, which is kind of cool. Normally the charmers you can sort of spot because they have a bit of white in their switch of their tail. Also got some of the girls that have been carryovers for a year. Sadly, like some of those are not in calf either. We had a complete balls up, basically, for want of a better word, when they were at the other farm when we tried to do some A/B mating with them and synchronise it. It just didn't work. It was kind of bizarre. It worked really well for the first PG jab, heaps of them synchronised, or cycled I should say, but then the second one they didn't, so not really sure what was going on with that. Not going to do it this year. I'm just going to go back to really simple. With the heifers we've got at the other farm, I'll just bang the bulls out, take away that pressure. There's nothing worse than seeing empty cows, empty carryovers and empty heifers. This is just a complete waste of time. So as soon as those collars arrive, we'll start training them. Whether they're as quick as the herd were, learning, it was like 3 days the herd learned how to use halter. Whether these girls will be a little bit slower, I guess we'll find out. Beautiful weather though. For like July, it's really, really warm. I'm not even wearing a jacket today. A few short ones, not a lot. Sadly, it looks like one of those is empty as well, which is a bit disappointing. I've had an issue, I just didn't have enough bull power for the last few years. We've been short of about 3 or 4 bulls. I kept a couple of older bulls that I probably shouldn't have, but they had sentimental value to me. I should have probably replaced them with younger bulls, which is what I ended up doing last year. So now we've got a team of, I think, about 7 or 8 young bulls coming through, so that should take care of that, along with the addition of Chief from Peter Hanson's down in Christchurch. We should have plenty of bull power, which will mean I don't need to worry about AIing these apart from one girl in here. But a beautiful day in the valley. It's looking a little bit scruffy and a little bit small. I do think it would make a big difference to the farm if we were actually able to grow them out. You see the difference there with that carryover. Some of them are alright, like the heifer beside her is not bad, but then you've got others that are just a little bit tiny, like the little dark girl beside her. You just get them to be that little bit bigger, and I think we could easily do it. It just requires a bit more work, which is the sticking point. But consistent feeding at the other farm would probably mean that these heifers came in a lot bigger, a lot better nick. and then the first year wouldn't just be basically a write-off. How we doing, girl? You alright? Good bailage? Good girl. This was a smaller year. We only had about 60 odd heifers this year. Hello, girls.